So we have a number of demonstrator systems across Liverpool, and that's where we have our first commercial farm. So we operate a 500 square metre basement space in the Baltic Triangle, where we've installed the city's first vertical farm using the Zip Farm technology. So our commercial farm is underground, it's in a basement. So this was almost by accident. We didn't intentionally go looking for a basement space, but actually it's proved to work really well. So we have a very stable environment down there. There's good thermal insulation, and it helps us to regulate the temperature. The other advantage to basement space is it's not particularly expensive when you're looking at in a city retail space. Yeah, I think it's in its infancy, this sector, and I think we're probably in phase one in terms of the crops that we can grow and the percentage of those crops we can supply. But I think as the technology advances and the environmental impact of traditional measures becomes more apparent, then there'll be more of a drive to produce more food in cities. So I think who knows where the technology will go and how cities will be reimagined. Today we heard about the donut effect of cities and maybe department stores or traditional concepts moving out of cities, and actually more interesting things possibly moving in. We're a local business. The whole premise is we're supplying food within a 5-mile radius. So I love the idea of a kind of a laterally scaled, distributed model where we come up with, okay, here's how you solve this problem. Here's how you create a replicable farm. Here's the technology, the software. Here's how you do it. Yeah, so I think the fears around Frankenfood with a non-traditional soil-based growing, we've come into contact with that, and I think first and foremost it's an education piece. It's showing people that actually traditional soil-based growing, the soil now is dead largely. We've taken the natural fertility out. Hydroponics offers a way to do really fresh, highly nutritious food, and I think it's about showing people that actually this isn't a Frankenfood, this is a really relevant, efficient, sustainable, local way to grow food. And I think the fact that we're doing it in cities, the urban food production, has a huge benefit because it allows you to reconnect people to food. It's not something that's done out of the city in the field, it's something that people can see and feel and taste and experience. But I think the issue of sustainability and the examples of how unsustainable and destructive food production means it must become a really important global issue. We must find more efficient, sustainable ways to feed ourselves, otherwise we destroy the planet. And I think you're starting to see that now. There's a lot of money flowing into this space, a lot of private equity money. There's some big examples. Google Ventures put money in, Bezos Expedition, SoftBank. So I think they don't just back hippie ideas. I think they back businesses with real potential.